DOOL spoilers say that Paulina and Abe will quickly reunite and remarry right after Lexi dies. Yes, you heard that right. Right after Lexi passes away. And honestly, I don't even know where to begin with this. I mean, on one hand, we all love Abe and Paulina together, right? But on the other hand, wow, the writers are really not wasting any time here. Feels like just yesterday, Paulina was stepping aside, breaking her own heart so Abe could be with his resurrected true love. And now she's going to be walking down the aisle with him again while Lexi's grave is barely cold. Okay, maybe I'm being too harsh. Grief does crazy things to people, but you guys have to admit it's a massive whiplash. Let's be real. The fans on social media are going to absolutely lose their minds over how fast this is happening. But let's back up a bit and talk about how we get to this point, because it is just gut-wrenching. Lexi Carver is going to be hospitalized, and the doctors are not going to be able to improve her condition. We all knew this was coming. We saw Dr. Rolf panicking about the Versavix serum failing. We saw the dead lab rat. We knew EJ was playing God and that it was going to blow up in his face. But watching it actually happen, it's just brutal. Lexi is going to be in that hospital bed, fading fast. And the doctors, with all their fancy DiMera money and university hospital equipment, are completely helpless. What were they thinking bringing her back just to rip her away again? It's like emotional torture for the viewers. I just don't understand the point of resurrecting a beloved legacy character if you're just going to put her right back in the grave a few months later. And speaking of emotional torture, we have to talk about Abe and Theo. Days fans can expect Lexi to quickly fade away as Theo and Abe watch helplessly. Just imagine the trauma. Theo already lost his mother to a brain tumor back in 2012. He was just a kid. Now he's a grown man, he gets his mom back, he thinks it's a miracle, and then boom. It's snatched away. He has to stand there in that sterile hospital room and watch the life drain out of her all over again. And Abe, poor Abe, the man has been through so much. He finally gets his beloved Lexi back. He upends his whole life with Paulina for her, and now he has to say goodbye a second time. It's just cruel. Honestly, it's just so cruel. I can already picture James Reynolds and Tyler Joseph Andrews acting their hearts out in these scenes. We are all going to be sobbing. They are going to deliver Emmy-worthy performances, but it doesn't make it any easier to watch. So while this devastating tragedy is happening on one side of the hospital, there is absolute chaos happening on the other side. Because DOOL is going to deliberately create this bittersweet situation where Lexi dies at the exact same time Chanel's baby is. Yes, you guys, the classic circle of life soap trope. One life ends, another begins. It's so incredibly dramatic. But wait, it's not just a happy birth. Chanel has been battling breast cancer while pregnant. We know she's been terrified. We know Paulina has been pushing for untested miracle drugs because she's so scared for her daughter. And now Chanel is going into labor, and there are major medical complications. Lexi will finally take her last breath right as Chanel Dupree DiMera's baby comes into the world. I mean, wow. The timing. The editing on this episode is probably going to be insane. Flashing back and forth between Lexi taking her final shaky breath with Abe crying over her and Chanel screaming and pushing in the delivery room with Johnny looking terrified. It's a lot. It's a whole lot to process. I kind of hate when shows do this because it forces you to feel two extreme emotions at the exact same time, but I also have to admit it makes for amazing television. You're crying because Lexi is gone, but you're crying because a new baby is here. It's just a wild ride. Who actually believes this is going to end well without some major collateral damage? But the birth isn't smooth sailing. Like I said, Chanel has complications. Paulina's going to be absolutely frantic. She is going to be pacing the halls, terrified that she is going to lose her daughter. Paulina's already been an emotional wreck for weeks. She gave up her husband. She watched her daughter get diagnosed with cancer. She tried to bully EJ into giving Chanel the Versavix drug. The woman is at her absolute breaking point. And now, with Chanel facing severe medical complications during the birth, Paulina is going to need a rock. She needs someone to hold her together before she completely shatters into a million pieces. And that is exactly where Abe. Ultimately, Abe and Paulina Price are going to offer each other mutual comfort. Paulina will be very worried about Chanel's medical complications, so Abe should be the one to support her and find comfort in the face of Lexi's death. Even though he literally just watched the love of his life die down the hall, Abe is going to step up. Because that's who Abe is. He is a good, solid man. He sees Paulina falling apart over Chanel, and he goes to her. He holds her. He supports her through the terrifying wait to see if Chanel and the baby are going to be okay. And in return, Paulina is going to be there for Abe as he processes the massive crushing grief of losing Lexi again. So they are leaning on each other. They are trauma bonding all over again. And this deep emotional connection is what leads to them quickly reuniting and remarrying. Like, very quickly. I know I ranted about this at the beginning, but when you really think about it, it kind of makes sense. Okay, maybe I'm changing my mind halfway through this, because they never really stopped loving each other. Paulina only stepped aside because Lexi was Abe's past and the mother of his child. But with Lexi gone, Abe realizes that life is incredibly short. He just lost Lexi twice. He almost lost Chanel. He knows he doesn't want to waste another second not being married to the woman who has stood by him through all this recent madness. But still, a quick wedding? The fans are going to have a field day with this. How is Theo going to react? Theo is grieving his mother, and his dad is marrying Paulina again right away. Oh boy. The drama's not over, you guys. The writers are just setting up the next phase of conflict. I am honestly exhausted just thinking about it. We've been covering this storyline for months, from Lexi's shocking return to the failing drug to Chanel's cancer, and it feels like it's all culminating in this one massive, tear-jerking week. It's messy, it's rushed, it's heartbreaking, but it's also exactly why we watch this show. We complain, but we keep tuning in because we care about these characters. I just hope Chanel and the baby pull through, because I don't think Paulina or Abe could handle another loss right now. Let's just cross our fingers and hope the writers give us a little bit of light at the end of this very dark tunnel.